It's our lovely ride up here.
Look at that.
The giant spinner in the front. It keeps the pilot cool. That's what its main purpose is. Yeah, we get one of the nice ones today too. We got the nice new
It looks
color.
real shiny, polished.
Tri-prop. Here, you can go on the left here. Watch out for the arc of the propeller. There's no keys, but you never know. So just stay right here, nice close to the wing. I will open up the canopy for you.
Wow.
This is going to be your home for the next hour and a bit. Alrighty. It's pretty cool, eh? It's like a video
Very
game.
cool. It's luxury.
Alrighty, so I can help you get in.
Well, good morning, everyone. A much more exciting vlog today. We are going flying. I'm recording this already. I'm already in the plane. Henry's going to get me some headsets. I guess a single headset for me. And then we're going for a little tour. Fly around Barrie, fly to Midland, a little triangle. Should be a great morning. Then we're going to go take some photographs in downtown Barrie for the website. It's going to be a good day. We're building this channel. So, probably won't see a lot of commentary for this. Well, maybe I'll do some commentary after, but while flying, I don't know if you will hear me on the mic, but expect some cool visuals. Got the aviators on. I am ready to fly. Ready to rip. So, we'll see you in the skies.
Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to the Weekly Wander number 2. A little bit of a switch up this week. Rather than me wandering on the ground, we are wandering in the skies. Aaron was in the air. In the Aaron. This was recorded on Monday, September 13th, as you probably saw at the start of this video. A absolutely gorgeous day in Barrie to go flying. A little bit of cloud cover, but wasn't too much of an issue for us. We got some beautiful shots up there. We went flying out of Collingwood, and by we, I mean myself and my friend Henry Bailey Brown. Find him on Instagram, at Henry Bailey Brown, who generously offered to take me out flying to get some wonderful footage for the vlog. What a step up from number 1, where you just looking at my face the whole time walking through a forest, and now you get the beautiful views of Barrie from up above. Right now, you're actually looking at my house is down there. It might have been hidden by the wing down there, but that is my neighborhood, flying over top of it in Barrie. We took off at around 9 a.m. from Collingwood. That is, Collingwood, if you don't know, it's like northwest of Barrie, more west than north, I'd say. Up by the Wasaga Beach area, if you're familiar with that. Flew out of there, and then did a nice loop around, go to Barrie, and then fly back up closer to Wasaga Beach through Collingwood. Did a loop around Duntroon, then landed again in Collingwood, in the air for about 40 minutes. I've done the editing of this video, chopped it up so you can kind of get some different views rather than just some long shots of farmers' fields. And we were in the air for about 40 minutes, and I cut this down to maybe about 10 minutes of flying, so about a quarter of it. Right now we're flying over this. I wish I knew geography better of my own. I don't even know what river that is. But this is close to, I guess this is probably west of Wasaga Beach, heading into Collingwood. I should look up what that, I'm going to look up what that river is, and it'll pop up on the screen right now. And that's what that is. It was an exciting day flying. Henry has offered to take me flying many times throughout the years. I have never taken him up on the offer, but this time it was different. This was, as I said, I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, do things I wouldn't normally do. So I took him up on the offer. Of course, it was great footage for the vlog, as you can see. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I wasn't sure. There was a lot of early on, there was moments of focus issues. I was focusing on that little window hatch you can see there, and it was blurry. But for the most part, it was great long shots like this. It was a little cramped in the plane. I think my head was just about touching the top of it. And I mean, the phone is almost right up against the window there. So there wasn't a lot of room for the gimbal to move around. And I was hoping to get less shots with the window hatch there and the wing out of the shots, more clear views, kind of like this one. I'm recording this as I'm watching it. It's like we're watching it together. But overall, I'm happy with how this turned out, happy with the quality. Although you do have to listen to my audio for this, because if you didn't, all you'd be hearing was this. And we don't want that. That would not make for a fun video. You'd turn it off instantly. I wouldn't say I'm a nervous flyer, though I haven't flown very much in my life. I think as a child, we flew to Florida, which I don't remember. I was probably 5 or something years old. Then next flight was to New York when I was in 8th grade. So that was 2008, 2007, 2008, I want to say. It might have been before Christmas, I think. And then next flight after that was flying to Vietnam and doing a Southeast Asia trip with my mom. That's about it. And they did not fly in planes like this, believe it or not. There was more than 2 people on all those planes. So this was definitely a unique experience for me, flying in such a small aircraft. Just one other person, putting all my confidence in Pilot Brown beside me. And he did a great job. I was never nervous at any point. There was when we do drop down in altitude and just little ups and downs, you definitely get that feeling, the roller coaster feeling, the pit in your stomach. I felt that a few times, and I hate that feeling. I'm not a roller coaster guy. It doesn't appeal to me whatsoever, that feeling that, oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm falling so fast. But I got through it. Henry did some fun maneuvers for us as well. He took us up to 0G, which I'm assuming we did that by flying up against gravity, and then at the peak of our parabola, we're at 0G before gravity starts pushing us back down. I'm assuming how that works based on physics. And then he also gave us some heavy Gs, which I haven't felt before. But the 0G was cool. Kind of feel like you're floating. I didn't record this part because there was a bit of it's a maneuver. I didn't want to distract Henry. I want him to focus on what we're doing. Same with the full Gs, because it was pushing down on the gimbal pretty hard. I didn't want to fight the camera too much. But that was super cool to experience that for the first time. And also Henry let me fly a little bit. I took the sticks. Flying is a lot different than in the video games. This is what we're flying over here. This is the airport we took. I hope that's the airport we took off from. Maybe it's not though. Maybe that is. Oh no, Henry mentioned that. That's Edenville Airport, I think. Because that doesn't look like where we pulled in, but maybe it is. I don't know. Again, I'll put a text on screen, see if I was right or wrong. There's a lot of little airports around the Barrie area where we live. It's a lot, as you can see, it's a lot of farmland. A lot of open space up in rural Barrie. Much different from the GTA, if that's where y'all are from. Or if you're not from Ontario at all. It could look exactly like this. I don't know where you're from. I don't know who you are watching this. But I hope you're enjoying it. I told myself I'd do this commentary all in one take, and it's been 3 takes now. Speaking organically is very tough. I talked about what I want to talk about, and now I have to kind of riff and go off the cuff for the last 2 minutes or so of this video. And I wish there was more interesting stuff to look at. But, oh, here we go. So, I mean, an interesting little tidbit. When you're actually flying, you can't see the propeller. I think that has to do with the frame rate of our eyes versus the frame rate of our camera. So when you're looking straight out of it, I always, like seeing footage, I always wondered how, like, annoying it must be for the pilots to have to stare through that the whole time. But it's spinning so fast you don't even see it. And now we're coming in for a landing. It was the most exciting part or scaring part of flying for people. I guess it's the place where most things could go wrong, but as you'll see, Henry just absolutely nails it, does it perfectly. I was never scared at any point flying. Like I said, I got that little roller coaster feeling a few times, but other than that, it was a super enjoyable experience. 40 minutes in the air. What a fast way to travel, though. We got to Barrie in like 8 minutes, whereas it's a 40-45 minute drive from Barrie to Collingwood. So definitely a nice way to travel. If you can afford a plane, I'd go for it. It's never going to be for me, though. I am colorblind, so I legally cannot fly a plane. I guess the signal lights and all those things. I don't know really why colorblind people can't fly. I'm sure they have a good reason for it, and I'm not going to risk them on it. So I'm going to be sticking to driving Delilah for myself. But now that I know I got a reliable pilot, Henry, nearby, I can get in the air anytime I want. Well, I guess anytime he gets in the air, not anytime I want. Yeah, you see some cool stuff with the propellers here as it changes speeds. I'm sure it's still spinning really fast. It's just the camera shutter speed's grabbing it. But look at that, safely on the ground. Now he's just driving. We landed perfectly, and that was a beautiful day. A few clouds in the sky. Very shocking to see how low the clouds actually are. I think we were, again, Henry can pop in the comments and say, I think we were like 1,400 feet in the air, or no, 1,400, maybe 3,000 feet. I don't know why I have 1,400 in my head. I remember looking at the altimeter at one point, it was 1,400, but now I feel like it maybe said 4,400. Henry, you can let him know. Check in the comments, Henry. Look for Henry Bailey Brown. He'll be in the comments. Subscribe to his channel as well. Bug him to go flying. He loves flying. I'm sure he'd love to take people out. Or if you want some photography done, reach him out. He's a Renaissance man. He does it all. Yeah, we were above the clouds, that was one of the little scary things Henry's worried about with me flying. I guess as you have idiots on the road, you also get idiots on the air that hide in clouds and then pop out at you. So he just didn't want me to crash the plane into another plane, which is fair. That's a very smart choice on his part. But that's about it for this commentary. I wanted to record something for you and not just put music over the whole thing. I hope you enjoyed that little musical intro I had. And I think I'm going to let myself take it away. At the end of this, I'll throw up the flight route as well if you're curious where we flew and see where those beautiful images you just saw from. Take it easy, folks. We made it. Henry delivered us safely.
The floof did the flight.
I also delivered us safely for a portion.
Yeah, you did. He's a good pilot. There you go. Love it. All right, before I get...
Little last bit on the end of this video. Here's the flight route that Henry sent me. So we flew to Barrie. I think I said in the intro that we flew to Midland. We did not make it up to Midland. But you see, yeah, we spun around after leaving Collingwood, flew around to Barrie, did a couple loops around so I could see my house, see the waterfront, and then we flew up along the lakeshore there, Wasaga Beach to Collingwood, did a loop around Duntroon and landed. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it interesting and stuck your way through the whole thing. I mean, if you're hearing this, then you did. Kudos to you. Thank you for listening to the whole thing. Leave a comment of what you think in this video. Leave a comment of what you want to see in future videos. And that's about it for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Podcast coming out on Thursday. Today is going to be Tuesday if you watch it on the right day. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Take it easy.